right. We here. This is an attempt
to collect a debt.
To collect a debt. That's why we're here. The book of Yukonon. Guess I am going to use this board. For those watching in, y'all never know when you got new view. This is a new board. Or y'all just clean it that way. Another word we want to clear up. Got that right? Yeah, Yukonon. Another word we want to clear up. Kagi. When the C, it makes kind of a guttural sound. Kagi. This is the name for Haggai. It's Kagi. I think we spelled it with the I before, but it's actually with the Y. Y'all want to clean that up. And also,
amen.
Torah. Turah. Torah. We used to have it as Torah. So Torah would actually be with the U. Tura. Y'all got that? It's Torah. Remember, the U has the same U sound as you have in true. Ooh. So Torah. Y'all got it? All right. Yukonon chapter 6 and verse 45. Listen.
It is written in the prophets.
And they should do what?
Be all taught of Yah.
Y'all have that written down? All right, come on.
Every man therefore that hath heard and have learned of the Father
cometh
unto me.
Unto me. So now we start to look at some things. When you start talking about looking at the Father, we're going to go to the book of Yashar, Yahu. Yashar Yahu, chapter 50, verse 1. What book is that, brother? Isaiah. As they call him Isaiah, but his name is Yashar Yahu. Y'all already had this at the top? Y'all Yukonon? Okay. I know Mother Smith listening in, so she can't see it. If you can listen, those that are listening in that's not able to view us, because I know sometimes live streaming might go out there and listen by phone. So Kagi would actually be spelled Chagy. Chagy. Torah. Turah. For Torah. And for Yashar Yahu. Yashayahu. Yashar Yahu. What does that mean, brother? Salvation of Yah. That's right, salvation of Yah. Y'all got Kagi? All right. All right, this is Yashar Yahu, chapter 50 at verse 1. Listen.
Thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith the Lord.
Where is the bill of your mother's divorcement?
Where's the bill of your mother's divorcement?
Whom I have put away.
Whom I have put away. So who did put into play for us right here? Who did it put into play? What man? Moshe. Moshe gave us the bill. So we hear about the bill of divorcement. We know about this from Moshe. M-A. You'll find people spell this a little different because they're going to go with pronunciation. Moshe. Someone would put the H at the end because they'll say Moshe. Moshe. But we actually just go M-A-S-H-A. Y'all got it? Sometimes y'all see it spelled with an H on the end. Y'all got it? So Moshe was the one that told us about divorcing, didn't he? If you found some, what was it? You had to find an uncleanness. And we found that in us. Didn't he find it in us? So in order to find it, in order to do it, that's what we found out. He tried to tell us when he came and got us how we were filthy, how we were lying there in our blood. Isn't that right? So now he come along, asked us, where's the bill of our mother's divorcement? And to what he asked us? To whom he did what?
Whom I have put away.
Whom I put away. Come on.
Or which of my creditors is it to whom I have sold you?
That's how we wind up getting into all these different captivities. The Most High sold us the people that he had debts with. So he said, I sold you off to my creditors. I had people I owed. I had a debt to pay with them. I gave them you. But all this happened, and the people didn't realize that it was for their salvation. Listen.
Behold, for your iniquities have ye sold yourselves.
So when he came back to let you know about which one I gave you away to, when you look at the Lord kind of used me in paying a debt, he looked to know it was because of your iniquity. Y'all hear me? It was because of your iniquity. We said the book say he make it rain on the just as well as the unjust. And the book also teaches that whatsoever good thing any man do, whether he be what? Born or free, the same he's going to receive of the Lord. If a sinner do something good, God will give him back good. Don't make you saved. That's why a lot of times people in being in Christianity, we had the wrong adoption or the wrong adaptation, wrong thinking process. Because we believe if we got something like people do, you get a new car, if you get a house, you get a new job, if you get a new relationship, that's because the Lord is blessing you because you're saved. That's not true. If you do something good, the book said the same you're going to receive of the Lord, whether you're born or free. If a sinner go out and plant a vineyard and a sinner got rich soil and a sinner you fertilize, a sinner plant in the right time and it get the right amount of rain and sunlight, guess what a sinner going to get? I'm going to get a crop. Does that mean the sinner saved? That's why the book teaches that the book of Timothy, when Apostle Shaul told him, supposing that, what was it? Gain was what? Was godliness. From such, he said, withdraw yourself. We never suppose that these things we got make us anything with God. What makes the relationship for us with the Most High God is our behavior and our studiousness when it comes down to the word, how consistent we are. We have to be steadfast when it comes down to the promise. This is why we're looking at what he told us here in Yashar, when he said, where's the bill of your mother's divorcement, and to whom I put away, and to which of my creditors did I sell you to? Then he let you know because of your iniquities, he said you actually sold yourselves. Listen.
And for your transgressions.
And because of your transgressions.
Is your mother put away.
That's why I got rid of your mother. Because of your transgressions. Listen.
Wherefore, when I came, was there no man?
Yes.
When I called, was there none to answer?
Yes.
Is my hand shortened at all, that it cannot redeem?
What happened, son?
Or have I no power to deliver?
He said, do I have no power to deliver? Where we find this at, brother? Matthew. Matthew. Matthew, chapter 27. At verse 38. Matthew, chapter 27, at verse 38. Listen.
Then were there two thieves crucified with him.
One
on the right hand.
And
another on the left.
Listen.
And they that passed by reviled him, wagging their heads.
Listen.
And saying, thou that destroyest the temple and buildest it in 3 days.
Thou that destroyed the temple and buildeth it when?
In 3 days.
What he told him to do?
Save thyself.
Save thyself. Come on.
If thou be the Son of God.
If thou be the Son of God.
Come down from the cross.
Uh-huh.
Likewise also the chief priests, marking him with the scribes and elders, said, he saved others. Himself he cannot save.
So Yashar already kind of put this into play for us. He started to let us know about his hands, what his hands shortened. And he started to let us know was there anything restricting him that he could not deliver. He put himself in a situation. But in putting himself in this situation, our confidence, our belief was still supposed to be in the Most High God. Y'all right? Y'all got it? So we already heard this. So when the people started to cry this out, these should have been things that should have alerted us. Y'all got me? We should have become alerted. Pick me up at the 51st chapter of the book of Yashar. Yashar chapter 51 at verse 1. Listen.
Hearken to me, ye that follow after righteousness.
Y'all hear this? He said, you need to listen to me, those of you that follow after righteousness. What else, son?
Ye that seek the Lord.
Ye that seek the Lord.
Look unto the rock whence ye are hewn.
Look unto the rock from which ye are hewn.
And to the hole of the pit.
And unto the hole of the pit.
whence ye are digged.
Where you want me to go to, son?
Look unto Abraham,
Look unto Abraham,
your father,
your father. Come on.
and unto Sarah that bare you.
And unto Sarah that bare thee.
For I called him alone,
I called him alone,
and blessed him,
and blessed him,
and increased him.
and increased him.
For the Lord shall comfort Zion.
For the Lord shall comfort Zion.
He will comfort all her waste places.
He said he's going to comfort all her waste places. Come on.
And he will make her wilderness like Eden,
And he's going to make her wilderness like Eden.
and her desert like the garden of the Lord.
Now, what we start to look at here, we started in your Yukonon. Y'all Yukonon, we start looking and talk about learning of the Father. Everybody that learned of the Father come unto him. So this kind of puts us in the play where we start to look at him in a different spectrum, because now we're going back to learn about the Father. When we go back to look at Abraham, who was our father, we got to look at what he did when he said, I called him alone. Pick me up at the 18th chapter of the book of Bereshit. Bereshit. For those that listen in, that's going to be Genesis chapter 18. Bereshit. That's how I gave it to y'all. B space R accent A SHYTH. Bereshit. Okay, Bereshit chapter 18. At verse 1 to be fine. Listen.
And all appeared unto him in the plains of Mamre.
He said, all appeared unto him in the plains of Mamre.
And he sat in the tent door in the heat of the day, and he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, 3 men stood by him. And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door and bowed himself toward the ground, and said, My Lord, if now I have found favor in thy sight, pass not away, I pray thee, from thy servant. Let a little water, I pray you, be fetched, and wash your feet, and rest yourselves under the tree, and I will fetch.
So now we see where we get feet washing from as well. Start to see a pattern of where we get feet washing from. Jump down and give me about the 18th verse of that same book. Listen.
Seeing that Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation.
Back me up to verse 15. Listen.
Then Sarah denied, saying, I laugh not, for she was afraid. And he said, Nay, but thou didst laugh.
Yes.
And the men rose up from thence and looked toward Sodom. And Abraham went with them to bring them on the way. And all said, Shall I hide from Abraham that thing which I do?
Seeing that he said, I'm going to hide from Abraham that thing which I do. Seeing
that Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him.
Y'all hear this? He was asking, should he even hide it from Abraham, the things he was going to do? Seeing how all nations of the earth were going to be blessed through him. See, a lot of people come along with all these different nationality and ethnic groups. These people really don't understand exactly what's going on. The book was always the one people. It was always the one people. Always the one people. At the book of Galatians chapter 3 at verse 16. Other brother, you get me the book of, oh goodness, I must pronounce that. First of all, if I spell it right, that's going to be amazing by itself. I think it's Yah Kazakal. The spelling should be right. Remember, whenever it ends with the all at the end, it's going to be an accent at the A. Can y'all see that spelling? Y-A-C-H. Is the light glaring on it? For the camera. Y-A-C-H-A-Z as in zebra. A as in apple. Q as in quality cuties. Yoshi for accent. A as in apple, L as in Larry. That's the name for Ezekiel. Y'all, Kazakal. When I see A, we got a k sound, kind of almost that k, yeah. But then they got Ezekiel. Notice how they do that. They always put the EL at the end of it. Just like another thing I wanted y'all to know. Y'all still have that letter, the paper with the alphabets that I had sent out to you guys? Do y'all still have it? How many of y'all still have it? I didn't tell y'all to get rid of it. If you look down for those that do have it, you'll notice for the yard. You will see where these people start to get their letters. When you go down for the yard, the Y. I don't remember. It might be alphabet. The yard, which is what it is for us, the Y. Y'all remember the Y? For us in the modern, it has the kind of, make it a little big. I forgot. Y'all can't see it back there that far. But for those of you that don't have it, I think, do they have it up on the screen? Okay. It kind of sets up like an accent so the people on the screen can see that same the alphabet. I mean, not the alphabet, the alphabet. I call it the alphabet because he has stuff that's wrong. When you come across, you'll notice when y'all get a chance to look at it for the yard, when you come across, you'll see the Greek and you'll see the Latin. For the Greek, this is the letter that they change it to. For the Latin, that's how we get Israel. That's how you get Jehovah. See, typically what I taught you guys in the past, again, through people saying, they told us we got the J from the who? The French. We got the J from the Latin. J is Latin. So whenever you find it with J words, you already know what people using. They're speaking Latin. Whenever you catch these people come along, they got the I in the front. You already know for yourself they're speaking. That's Greek. Israel could never be Hebrew. Israel would have to be Greek. Y'all got it? And they took it from our yard. That's why when we go and we replace the letter when they have the I or the J with the Y, because for Hebrew, this is what it would be. It's not a matter of what we're doing. They just changed it. So now when you read this book, this American King James book, you have a lot of Greek discipline in it. That's why the Greeks have so much influence. Every time you run across your I words, it's because because they took our yard, took the Y, they gave you the Greek. Then when you get the J for Joshua, what do you have? Latin. Jesus, Latin. You see how you start to watch them now? You start Isaiah, Greek. Y'all see how you learning stuff already? That's purpose why I want you to just hold it. We'll go at time for time too. We'll keep it and try to show you where these people errors are. So you can see, because you know you had to wonder, well, why is it an I? Or why is it a J? It's because you either dealing with the Greek or the Latin. Y'all got it? When you see the Y, you already know who you're dealing with. You're dealing with us, baby. You're dealing with the brew. You know what's man, give me some of them brewskis. Be a sign. You ain't even drank this. You was a square. I know we don't know about no brewski. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I wish I'd have been a square. I'd throw this. Did your teacher ever throw an erase at you in school? Thank you. But that's something just wanted you guys to kind of just, for whatever reason, you just want to know that. Whenever you see the I or the J, know the Latin. Know your Greek. Y'all got it? All right, where I got you at?
Galatians 3:16.
And it's Galatians 3:16. The other brother got me the book of y'all Kazakal. Y'all Kazakal. Y'all got it? If I pronounce it, I know it's got the k. We got to get the CH makes the k. Y'all got it? Whenever you see the CH at it, k. Don't know if it's hocking it. They got that from us too. We hawk. And my mama asked me, I said, why y'all there hocking? Because I'm brew. I'm Hebrew, baby. We're going to hock it. All right. So we at Galatians chapter 3 at verse 16. Amen. Other brother got me. Y'all Kazakal. Y'all, Kazakal. Chapter 5, verse 1, I had to work on that. I can, but when I had to say it in the word, it don't, it. Sometimes when you, it ain't cool. But you just got to have a cool. Y'all got it? Got to have a cool. Because that's Hebrew. Listen.
Now to Abraham and his seed
Was.
were the promises made.
He said not.
And to seeds as of many.
But who?
But as of one.
And to who?
Thy seed.
Which is who?
The Mashiach.
Which is the Mashiach. We talked about again how to spell Mashiach. M-A-S-H-I-A-C-H. We used to spell it M-E, didn't we? M-A. And sometimes you'll find people spell it different just for pronunciation. Just like if a person spelled Barashit. Why would he spell it that way? So you would know it pronounced Barashit. Y'all got it? Sometimes people spell for pronunciation. A lot of this we'll get into as well once we do start getting into the alphabet. Once we start to get into a lot of different things we'll start dealing with. All right, listen.
And this I say, that the covenant that was confirmed before of Yah in the Mashiach, the law, which was 430 years after, cannot disannul that it should make the promise of none effect.
So when we start to look at what he told us in the book of Galatians or to the Galatians, we start looking at, he talking about that now to Abraham and to his seed, S-E-E-D was the promises, plural made. He was not talking about S-E-E-D-S as a many, but as of one. And to his S-E-E-D, which was the Mashiach. S-E-E-D, singular, which was the Mashiach. So now he started to tell us about looking unto Abraham. We start looking at what the Lord talking about, how he was going to hide something from Abraham. Should he reveal it to him? Seeing how he was going to become a great nation and how all nations were going to be blessed through him. A lot of times when people read, they take things out of context and not actually know who he's actually still talking to. When we go and look at the book of Amos, Amos chapter 3. Three and 1. That did a good job cleaning the board. Might make somebody my official board clean. Maybe in school you want to do that. Be in charge of erasing the board. You don't get nothing for it, but you know, some reason you think you be over somebody. Oh, goodness. Moose. Moose is his name. It will kind of be pronounced. Let me see if I get this. No. So I'll get this right. Moose. Y'all can see that? Amos. Well, how you pronounce his name? They got Amos. It's Amos. Y'all see that? For pronunciation? Y'all can see it? You want to pronounce it like that? I don't know how. Because you got your... I know why I smell it. Because you got your U. Your U, remember, makes the O sound. You just write moose. That's why you're not up him. Know what you did in school? You did too much moosing or doing round, didn't it? So, just for pronunciation, y'all see it? Amos. That's his name, Amos. I'm trying to remember his name. What did I tell you his name meant? Burn. Oh, goodness. Because I'm finding a little difference on the names now, since we kind of changed. But just hold it. I'll get you the definition. It didn't come to my mind just at this time. It might still mean burdensome. But Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1. Listen.
Hear this word.
Other one, you give me the book of your Yukonon, St. John chapter 3, 3 and 16. Hold that for me. Listen.
Hear this word that Yah have spoken against you, O children of Yasharal.
Children of Yasharal, for those that are watching in, so you know what the name is. Not Israel, since you don't learn now that the I and the J are Greek and Latin, then you need to know that. Then you need to know that. And in actuality, if I'm correct, you actually won't have to even put the A, because we forget the A is already Yod. So you wouldn't have to actually put the A, and you space it, and you'll still have Yasharal. Y'all got it? Because it's the Yod, but we do pronunciation. Y'all got it? So if you did spell it Y without the A, Shar, and don't forget, whenever you have the all at the end, you're going to put the, what we call this? The Yoshi. Why do we call this the Yoshi? Because she got a country accent. That lets us know we have to sound off. Y'all got it? Okay. Come on, let's finish up what you got. You are the who now? What did he say? He hear this?
Hear this word that Yah have spoken against you, O children of Yasharal.
O children of Yasharal.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying,
what happened?
You only have I known of all the families of the Arits. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So now you listen to who he talking about punishing. The children of Yasharal. And the children of Yasharal will come from whose name we hadn't got to yet. The son of promise is how we refer to him as now, instead of the name Isaac. But the son of promise, who will actually be the father of Yasharal. We will be the descendants of Yasharal, which will tie us back to what man? Abraham. That's what would tie us back to Abraham. Now he said, you're the only people I've known of all the families of the earth. So this word that he was going to speak against us. Now we're going to go back to the book of Yukonon chapter 3 at verse 16. Other brothers still should have me for Yah Kazakal. Yah Kazakal. Kazakal. We got to get better for that. You know what happened? We're going to spend a lot of time like my wife trying to be white. We'll spend a lot of time trying to speak, and they say proper bro English, and then they come back to what should have been a natural discipline, and we lost it. We had the hardest time they tried to teach us English at the first. They just said our tongue was too fat. Black, they would have tell your tongue too fat, you couldn't pronunciate. White people created a language to make themselves look like something. Y'all got to remember something. There's no language older than what we got. If you actually think about it, how we were actually taught, how these people lied to us, I mean, it would make no sense. If he was the God of us, it would make no sense that Aramaic would be the oldest language. If he's the God of us, how would any other language be older than what he has? What language they be speaking when they come down in the king? This is his language to his people. It would make no sense, but we've been lied to. Every time we were with them, we saw Elohim, see Aramaic, and they made the Muslims sound like they actually had some, and we copied from them, and all these people copied from us. We have Allah. They have Allah. Their religion ain't but 1,700 years old at best. 17. The man been dead for over 2,000. How would we be copying off of them? All these people stole and copied from us. Killing people when they break the law, that's our doctrine. When people are transgressing to the law, certain penalties resulted into death. Especially if you spoke of another God. Or if you didn't say here and you denounced our God. That was automatic death to you. Now all these people done taken on and try to do what we do. But they so behind where they at now, we done passed that. We done passed it. That's how behind they are. When you just picking up 1,700 years ago, I expect you to be behind. Listen to the book.
For Yahuwah so loved the world,
That he did what?
gave his only begotten Son,
That he gave his only begotten son.
that whosoever believeth in him
Shall do what?
should not perish,
But have what?
everlasting life.
That this is what he did. He so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. That whosoever believeth in him should not do what?
Perish,
But have everlasting
life.
Tell him what he did, son.
For Yahuwah sent not his Son into the world
To do what?
condemn the world,
But that the who?
the world through him
That the ages or the people through him might do what?
might be saved.
Might be saved. That's what he did. Put him in the world so that the world might be saved. So now we got to kind of look at a couple of things if this is going to be the case. Pick me again at the book of Yashar. Yeah. I better put it back up there. Maybe if I see it, I'll do it better. Yeah. Zakal. I'll just break it down for me, I guess. Yeah. Zakal. Zakal. Y'all got it? Oh, my age look like it done cocked all, ain't it? Then with y'all, I'm going to lose my school teacher print. Okay? The 5th chapter at verse 1. Listen.
And thou, son of man, take thee a sharp knife, take thee a barber's razor.
Other brother, give me the book of Dabarim. Dabarim chapter 4. What book is that, brethren? Deuteronomy. Hold that for me. Dabarim. Dabarym. Dabarim. Chapter 4. Hold that for me. Listen.
And cause it to pass upon thine head and upon thy beard.
Come on.
And take thee balances to weigh and divide the hair.
And divide the hairs.
Thou shalt burn with fire a third part in the midst of the city when the days of the siege are fulfilled. Mm-hmm. And thou shalt take a third part and smite about it with a knife.
Come on.
And a third part thou shalt scatter in the wind.
Come on.
And I will draw out a sword after them.
And I will draw out a sword after them. Come on.
Thou shalt also take therefore a few in number.
And do what?
Bind them in thy skirts.
Yeah.
Then take of them again and cast them into the midst of the fire.
Uh-huh.
And burn them in the fire. For thereof shall a fire come forth into all the house of Yashar.
Yes.
Thus said the Lord Yah, this is Jerusalem. I have set it in the midst of the nations.
Y'all hear what he did? He said, I sat in the midst of the nations. What happened, son?
And countries that are round about her.
What happened?
And she hath changed my judgments into wickedness more than the nations.
Y'all said that? She have disobeyed my judgments. What else happened?
And my statutes more than the countries that are round about her.
Listen.
But they have refused my judgments.
Y'all hear what they did? They rebelled against them. What happened, son?
And my statutes.
And my statutes.
They have not walked in them.
And they have not walked in them.
Therefore thus said the Lord Yah.
What happened?
Because he multiplied more than the nations that are round about you.
Yeah.
And have not walked in my statutes.
Yeah.
Neither have kept my judgments.
Yeah.
Neither have done according to the judgments of the nations that are round about you.
Yeah.
Therefore thus said the Lord Yah.
Uh-huh.
Behold, I, even I, am against thee, and will execute judgments in the midst of thee in the sight of the nations.
Yes.
And I will do in thee that which I have not done, and whereunto I will not do any more the like.
Come on.
because of all thine abominations.
Yes.
Therefore the fathers shall eat the sons in the midst of thee, and the sons shall eat their fathers, and I will execute judgments in thee.
Uh-huh.
And the whole remnant of thee will I scatter into all the winds.
Y'all hear what they did? And the whole who?
I will scatter into all the winds.
See, he talking about scattering us into all the winds. So now we go back to look at the statement in the book of Yukonon, chapter 3 at verse 16. For all so loved the world, or Yahuwah so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but shall have everlasting life. That he sent not his son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. He was not talking about all these people. There was only one people he knew. Mm-hmm. The only way to make this way it can to make sense, he had to scatter us in the midst of all these people. Mm-hmm. In the book of Acts of the Apostle, chapter 2. Other brothers still got me the book of Dabarim. Pick my favorite, get Dabarim chapter 4 first. Then give me Acts of the Apostles. Hold me Acts of the Apostle chapter 2. Dabarim chapter 4. Pick me up at verse 24. That's not what I want, but let's see what it says. Listen.
For the Lord Yahuwah is a consuming fire,
For the Lord Yahuwah is a consuming fire,
even a jealous God.
even a jealous God.
When thou shalt beget children
When thou
and children's children,
When thou shalt beget children and children's children,
and ye shall have remained long in the land,
yes,
and shall corrupt yourselves,
yes,
and make a graven image, or the likeness of anything, and shall do evil in the sight of the Lord thy God,
yes,
to provoke him to anger.
mm-hmm.
I call Shemayim and Aritz to witness against you this day, that ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto ye go over Jordan to possess it. Ye shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed.
He said, you shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed, which will be, for those that are watching it, this is the name of God. Yahuwah. The earth is Aritz. Come on.
And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations.
And the Lord shall do what?
Scatter you among
Where?
the nations.
Among the nations. See, when you go back to really look at this was never talking about all these different sets of individual people. They were talking about us. See, a lot of times people have really come back to look at things that they go and take and look at. The only way these people can be saved is through us. That's the only way they're going to get it. They got to get it from us. When he told about the prophecy, let's see, pick me up at the book of, where we said at the top, they should have this name here. Everybody should know how to spell that name, because that's who you're the children of. Y'all got it? Just like the name of God, Yahuwah. God is just a title. For us, actually, we would use all. All would be better than God. Anything can be a God. We don't say it because that's what people know, but then you try to get people to understand he has a name. He has something that identifies him. Now, what are we finna write up him? We already wrote the name. Y'all should already know. Oh, I sure would. That's why you write him. A lot of folks want your seat. Everybody can't handle it. Just say, what was he finna do? They be, so get your behind back over there and sit down. I should already have this name. Oh, goodness. What am I doing? Wait for y'all to write it down so I can think in my mind. What am I thinking? I just didn't like my R. It's Zak Raya. Zak. How many times I have? Zachariah. Was it A? That's the old spelling? Or I gave y'all this before? Sac. So it's an A missing between the K and the R. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, help me out now. Come on. Okay. The 8th chapter. And about verse 24. It might be an accent after the R. I'll get to it. I'll find it. 8th chapter, verse 24. Make it 22. 8:22. Listen.
Yea, many people and strong nations shall come to seek the Lord of hosts in Jerusalem and to pray before the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Yehudi, saying, we will go with you.
For what reason?
We have heard that Yah is with you.
That Yah is with you. So you can see how all of the nations going to have to turn. They're going to come back to us. All these people are going to wind up turning. They're going to come to us. But in order for that to happen, something else had to happen at the first. Our disbursement among these people. See, through our disobedience, through our fall, is how all these people get an opportunity to be saved. When these people read what they call St. John 3:16, it has no value to them of them being saved except they come through by us. The only reason he's going to do any call or saving these people is for us. It's for us. That's the only way they're going to get it. Y'all all right? You got to look at even the premise of even when you look at Yah Zakal. He was told to take, and a third part he was supposed to burn in the fire. Another part he was supposed to scatter in the wind. Another part he was supposed to take, and he was supposed to bind in his skirt. Some he was going to burn, which means some were going to be there. When he came, he was coming to his who? He came to those that were right down. But as many received him, gave him them power to become the who? That's going to be us called back. That's calling us back. We Gentile in nature and mind. We've been eating Gentile food. We speak Gentile language and write Gentile letters. He came back to call us. He came back to our people that was there. Now he come back to bring us back. That in turn get an opportunity for the other people to be saved. Because we mixed in among them. Acts of the Apostle chapter 2. Other brother, give me the book of Romans chapter 11. When he told Abraham our father in the 15th chapter of the book of Bereshit, he was telling him how all nations were going to be blessed through him, how he's going to multiply them as the stars of heaven. The only way that wound up happening, well, we had to be dispersed and moved out of there. That's the only way we were going to create to be a people. That's right. At the book of Yashar in the 49th chapter, even our father asked and said, when begot me these, seeing I was left childless. Our father, he destroyed these people. These people were burned, they were destroyed. Us being dispersed together gave us a chance to multiply. And now he's bringing us back. In that same book of Yashar, he told us that no doubt that Abraham be our father, though what? Even though he was ignorant of us. Only reason we understood it because of Bereshit told us clearly that he said, should I even tell Abraham? When we testified about it, we said, no, we were sure he was our father. But he was ignorant of us, meaning he didn't know. But we never understood that. Get that the book of Yashar right quick. See if that the 62nd chapter, I think, is what I want. Y'all got to work with me a little bit on this one. 62. Jump down 62 and 9. And that's what I want. I think it's 60. Is it 60 and what I want? Between 60 and 62. Let me hear what 61. 61 and jump down about verse 9. Let me see what that say. Yashayahu, Isaiah for those watching in the 61st chapter. Listen.
And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles, and their offspring among
how the Gentile going to know of? Their seed going to be known among the Gentiles. How in the world the Gentile going to know us? unless we're going to be among them. When we were dispersed and scattered, when Shaul tried to tell us how the Gentiles threw us through our fall, through him telling Yazakal, Kazakal, how he was going to take us and he was going to disperse and scatter us, that was going to put us among the nations. See, through our fall, this is what he was trying to tell me in the 11th chapter of the book of Romans. If our fall became the riches of the world, he asked them, what you think going to happen when he called us back to him? That's where the problem come in for a Gentile now. There are opportunity for them to come in while we've been without. He's starting to call us back. Our fall got them in because it made us mix with them. We wind up taking these strange women, these strange men. We wind up getting children with them. But now he called us back to Abraham. Just like when we read all the time in the 6th chapter of the book of Yuchanan about learning of the Father, we know Abraham as the Father. And that draws us in turn well. He said, every man therefore that heard and learned cometh well. That's going to put us right back to the Son of promise. So it don't matter which way you try to get it and flip it, it still puts you right back to him. And when you learn about the father Abraham, then you got to learn about who gave him the covenant. That's going to put you right back at Elohim. Y'all all right tonight? The purpose of what I'm trying to get y'all when y'all read stuff, a lot of times these people try to make things inclusive. Everything not to these people. This whole book is written to us. When they talk about trying to come and talk about the world, that's because we were dispersed among them. So it's giving them opportunity, chance to get in. They're not going to get in unless they come in by a Yehudi. Ain't nobody going to show me a whole Gentile people that done got this without one of us. It's impossible. It's impossible. In Exodus Apostle, the 10th chapter, we found Cornelius. We found when Cuff went down there, when Cornelius sat there and prayed under it and gave much honor to and prayed always. He wasn't getting nothing. You ain't getting nothing unless you come through us. He told him to send men to Joppa for one Simon, Shimon, whose surname is Cuff, who lodges by the seashore. He'll tell you what you ought to do. That don't make sense. They got to take hold of a skirt of him that is of the Yahudim. He's a Jew. I know this because of old discipline. We still, interchangeably use word. That's what people more accustomed. I talk to some people. I don't even tell them about Yahudim. I say, you're called a Jew. They said, that far as I said, you're called a Jew. I start, it take up too much time. So just call it a Jew. That's what you know. But when you start to look at it, it wouldn't make sense. If these people could get on their own, it wouldn't make sense. Because the promise was to Abraham and to his seed. So everybody going to come in, got to come back in through the same way that he already set it up to the promise. The promise was to him. We had to become children of the man of the promise. That in turn allowed him to come back to get us, to reconcile us back to him. When we find the apostle Shaul, he began to try to tell us how we then are ambassadors for the Mashiach, as though Yahuwah did beseech you by us. We ask you in his stead, be ye reconciled to Yah. Brought us right back to him. And the only way to come back to him, you got to come back through the fathers. That's where we got our covenant from. That's how we got the promise. It makes no sense that you're going to divert and go around. You got to come in by them. Come on, finish this up in the 61st chapter of the book of Yeshayahu. Come on.
And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles.
And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles.
And their offspring among the people.
And their offsprings among the people.
All that see them shall acknowledge them, that they are the seed which the Lord hath blessed.
Lord have mercy. What these people come up? We showed videos I've been posting where these people coming up, Gentiles saying that. Yep. People wonder why I ain't showing. I already know who we are. It don't make sense to put mine up there. If I put a video of me saying it, it'd be like he told her, if I come and witness of myself, then my testimony not true. Right. So I do just like he do. I let some other come and witness. Huh? In the book of Mashali, you know what he told us to do? Mashali, he said, let another man praise thee, not thy own lips. I let them people come along and tell them who we are. Y'all should already have that. That's proverb. Mashali. Moshali. Y'all got it? He said, let another man praise thee, not thyself, not thine own lips. Just let them talk. Y'all got it? That when he came on the scene, that's why he tried to tell him. He said, that's another one they're going to judge you. Even who? Moshe. He said, had you believed Moshe, you would have believed who? Why he told you about Moshe? He tried to let you do what he told you right here in Mashali. I'll let him tell you about me. Isn't that right? That's why he ain't come along. That's why he wouldn't try to tell you. He said, if I witness of mine, he said, my testimony not true. Because they're going to mean I done came along, I did opposite of what I told you. I told you to let another man praise and not thy own lips. Huh? He tried to tell you the Father testified me. See, we just missed everything he came on the scene to do. Why he wouldn't tell us a lot of things. I had to let another man praise me. Y'all all right? So a lot of things now when you start to sit down and look, you realize these people don't have nothing without us. This was already prophesied. These people got to come. Them people, why these people come out making these videos? This should try to show you what time you in. Come on, finish this the 61st chapter. Come on.
I will greatly rejoice in the Lord. My soul shall be joyful in Yah, for he hath clothed me with the garments of salvation. He hath covered me with the robe of righteousness, as a bridegroom decketh himself with ornaments, and as a bride adorneth herself with her jewels.
Come on.
For as the arist bringeth forth her bud, and as the garden causeth the things that are sown in it to spring forth, so Yah will cause righteousness and praise to spring forth before all nations.
Come on.
For Zion's sake will
60 what I want. 63:16. Make it 63:12. Listen.
that led them by the right hand of Moshe, with his glorious arm, dividing the waters before them to make himself an everlasting name.
Come on.
That led them through the deep, as an horse in the wilderness, that they should not stumble. As a beast goeth down into the valley, the Spirit of Yah caused him to rest. So didst thou lead thy people to make thyself a glorious name.
He says the beast goes what?
Down into the valley, the Spirit of Yah caused him to rest. So didst thou lead thy people to make thyself a glorious name.
Come on.
Look down from Shamuyim, and behold, from the habitation of thy Kodesh and of thy glory, where is thy zeal and thy strength, the sounding of thy bowels and of thy mercies toward me, are they restrained?
Come on.
Doubtless thou art our Father.
Doubtless, he said, no doubt. We don't have no speculation or wondering that he is our who?
Father.
Though who?
Abraham.
Be who?
Ignorant of us.
That makes sense, don't it? How he was ignorant. Because Bereshit just told you that in the 18th chapter. He said, should I hide this thing from Abraham, that which I do? He wasn't supposed to know. He wasn't supposed to know. Because it's not going to make sense when we word 1 Corinthians, the first chapter. Come on, son. 1 Corinthians, the first chapter. 1 Corinthians, chapter 2. Two and 6. Listen.
Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect.
Come on.
Yet not the wisdom of this world.
Oh, no, what?
Nor of the princes of this world.
Listen what happened.
That come to naught.
Which come to nothing.
But we speak the wisdom of Yah in a mystery.
We speak the wisdom of Yehuda in a what?
In a mystery.
Listen.
Even the hidden wisdom.
See, this even the hidden wisdom. Tell them what happened, son.
Which Yah ordained before the world unto our glory.
Listen what he said.
Which none of the princes of this world knew. For had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory.
Then nobody know it. Then none of them know it. Cuff even tried to tell us. Pick me up at the book at 2 Peter, or 2 Cuff. That's the name for Peter. K-A-P-H. Cuff. That's his name. Means hollow rock. That's one definition. This is 2 Cuff, chapter 1, at verse 12. Let's see what he's saying. Listen.
Wherefore I will not be negligent to put you always in remembrance of these things.
Though you what?
Know them.
Listen to that. I won't be negligent to put you in these things, though you once know them, though you knew them. Come on.
And be established in the present truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, I think it meet, as long as I am in this tabernacle,
To do what?
stir you up by putting you in remembrance, knowing that shortly I must put off this my tabernacle, even as our Lord Yeshua HaMashiach has shewed me.
See if that first cup. 1 and 11. But oh, watch, you'll call it 1 Peter. Peter again is going to be English, which is going to be translated from the Greek from Petros. Listen. First Cuff,
1 and
chapter
11.
1, verse 11. Yeah.
Searching what or what manner of time
Searching what or what manner of time? Come on.
the Ruach of the Mashiach,
Which was the spirit of the Mashiach,
which was in them, did
which
signify.
was in them, testified,
Did signify.
did signify.
When it testified beforehand the sufferings of the Mashiach and the glory that should follow,
What happened?
unto whom it was revealed
And not?
unto themselves, that not unto themselves, but unto us they did minister the things which are now reported unto you.
So what we found out about Abraham and what they got and what they revealed, it wasn't revealed to them. It revealed unto us. Y'all see that? Here they were prophecy telling us coming event. What was revealed to them was not actually revealed to them. It was actually revealed to us. And now we're being established, as we found in second cuff, in the present truth. Because now it's come to light. Once he came on the scene, now we have the identifier. Everything of what they were told and what was said, he came on the scene to be identified of everything that had been prophesied. Which means what they said, they didn't know. What they spake, they didn't know. None of them knew. Not any of them. That's why you look at when we find the book of Abarim. When the book clearly tell you how all the works these men did. These all having obtained through what? But not having received. Yahuwah having provided some better things for us, that they without who could not be made what? What they revealed and what they thought they saw and what they did see and what they told didn't actually come into full knowledge until we're in it now. We're in it now. That's all we make sense of. How we understood a virgin going to be with child. Before she came on the scene and we literally saw it happen and realized that the Most High had begotten a man by a woman without the aid of a man. So when a prophet would have told her, behold, a virgin going to be with child, how that going to work? How is a virgin going to have a child? Because once she's been penetrated, she's no longer virgin. So that makes no sense. So you'd have seen, yeah, he would have revealed it to us, but it would have been unto them. It would have been the thing that have been meant unto us. These things came out to us. Now we got an understanding. When the book of Yuchanan, the first epistle of Yuchanan, chapter 5, he said, we know that the son of Yahuwah has what? And has given us. When we read the book of Mashali, he asked us, he want to know what was his name, what was his son's name. Who had done this? Who had made the Shamoyim? Who had did the Aris? Who has ascended and descended? What is his name and what is his son's name, if thou can tell me? Yeah, he was speaking prophecy. Because he was talking about the coming of the son. Yeah, he was revealed, but it wasn't revealed unto him. It's been revealed unto us. Y'all hear me? Amen. So Abraham would have no knowledge of us. He popped up right now on the scene. He looked around here. I don't know one of y'all. But he was told about it. It was revealed unto him because he told him, look, if you can count the stars, then you're going to be able to count your descendants. Then you look at what he did in order for that to happen. That was a cutting off of us. The prophet already told, he said, I'm going to scatter you among the nations. We were looking at the punishment because he knew it was going to come a time we were going to be cut off. But he had already dispersed it and we were going to multiply. He already told it whose seed is in itself. It was going to draw us back to him. Do y'all even know how many times y'all been race mixed? You're talking to people that got off of a boat that were given wife. First of all, you were dispersed into Africa. You were already outside of Jerusalem. Because you done took on part of Nigerians or Hebrews, part of the Sudanese, some of the Liberians. You got all these different people around no region that are the same people as well. So they done took on these other national ethnic names. Then you got dispersed. You hit all these South American countries. You don't hit European countries. And you hit this godforsaken place they call America. Now you've gotten off of a boat. You've been race mixed. You've been given husband and wives. Then you were race mixed. Then your child was taken and sold somewhere else. Then that child got in, that child mixed with a white man or a white woman, somebody got in, then you hooked with somebody, you've been gone, then you've been hooking and changing and moving, then you've been Christian, you've been Methodist, you've been Presbyterian, you've been Jehovah's Witness, you've been non-denominational, you've been apostolic, you've been holiness, you've been everything under the sun. Now the man bring you back and said, this is what you've been the whole time. That's right. Who else can do that but a God? With that much mix, ain't no way in the world you can pull it.
That's right.
Let me go take any food. Let me go take salt, put it in with some sugar, put it in with some vanilla extract, put it in with some raspberry flavoring, put it in with some Kool-Aid, put it in with some water, put it in with some tea, put it in with some orange juice, stir it up, cook it, and freeze it, and give it, say, now pull the salt back out of it. Why you ain't going to be able to get it? How much mixing you think we had? Ain't nobody but a God can do that. There's no way to take nobody DNA black and trace it back to nowhere. It's going to be retarded. Because a lot of us, we've been mixed because your mother been hit with a white man. So you start tracing, you got to go and hit back over somewhere in Ireland. You got to hit somewhere in Scotland. You got to hit over in Europe somewhere. Them man ain't let no black women went through that and you ain't been touched. Ain't nothing but a God. But then you come up, the word come along and say, this is where you belong. With all these different nationalities, with all these different mixtures all these different cultures we've been given, ain't nothing but a God can bring us back and say, this makes perfectly sense. This makes perfect good sense. Say here and show a man the stars of heaven and say, if you can count these, you can count your descendant. But he knew we were going to have to be dispersed. The only way we're going to multiply. You think these people going to let us multiply? We knew who we were. He knew they weren't. A lot of us said when we wonder why we were giving Christianity being wrong, Christianity being wrong, and now the Bible wrong, and all this stuff wrong. This one I don't get. What letter is that? The U. Now, on that sheet y'all got, it can make is it an O? A O? And a U. Then we come up and they tell you, this is the sound, which would later change to this. Am I correct? These are the sounds that the U can give you. And we know this is a U. But this is the word wa. When it's supposed to be a U, they give you this, but they never give you this. That's how they cross you up. And it's still going to be Hebrew. So they go to the name, they can do YHWH, YHVH. Never YH. YHUH. These are the names that they're going to give you for him. That match out for him. Hebrew. This is wrong. So how y'all come up with y'all ain't going to believe no English? This is Hebrew and this wrong. He cross y'all up every time. I know a lot of y'all hypocrite the other day. I just watched y'all do it, though. Don't think I know y'all hypocrite. Y'all switched that thing up good, though. Oh, but y'all hypocrite that real good. But this what I don't get, though. If what you saying so much stuff wrong, why you believe in Hebrew? This is wrong. They gave you this. What it is? Israel. This is wrong. And they told you this was Hebrew. You're exactly right. This is going to put you over at, actually going to put you at Greek first. Greek, Latin. This is going to put you over at Aramaic. Or some other era. And yet people got so much problem with English, and you come along here with the Hebrew, they've been twisting you up, making a fool out you. That's the purpose of him coming along giving you a teacher. Why y'all think he put a man like Daniel out there? Daniel. Y'all need to see this. I showed y'all how to spell it. How did I tell y'all how to spell it? Let me see it. How did I tell you how to spell it? D-A, hold on for a minute. D-A-N-I-Y-Y, Yoshi, E-L. That's how you spell it. What's wrong with that? That's right. D-A-N-Y. Then this Y would make a E sound. Daniel. Well, you see how they gave us this? Daniel. Now, this supposed to be Hebrew. This wrong. So what we're going to do, stop believing Hebrew? All we got to do, like anything else, you got to make corrections. We make correction and get it right. It don't take away the validity of what it is. This is Elohim, Al-Ahim, judge. Y'all got the wrong spelling? Now you got the right spelling. Dan-E-All. Y'all got it? That's what we make correction. This ain't going to make me leave Hebrew. I ain't going to get rid of no Hebrew. That's the same thing when they brought in a man, Daniel, for. You know why? They couldn't understand the handwriting on the wall. Just get somebody to understand the handwriting. That's all it is. Get somebody to understand the handwriting. Don't make it a slight against Hebrew. You always going to have people that going to come and going to do things and going to change things. In that case, stop being a man or a woman. Being honest. Because according to Romans chapter 1, verse 23, he said they changed the truth of God into a lie. So I'm going to stop being a man? Well, I shouldn't be a man. Because there's other men walk around and say they women. And the book said they changed it. He didn't tell me to throw away being a man. Learn what a man is. That's why y'all hire me. I tell you, God shows up every time. Y'all come to that hypocrite stuff. You get shot in the foot every time. That's what it be, no toll. Y'all do know that's wrong spelling. Y'all just had the wrong spelling, so you know the right one. Right? That's wrong spelling, so you see this already, you know, don't pay a whole lot of attention to this right here. You see how they ease that I right there now to you? Them Greeks going to keep themselves in there now. Just like when it come down to our A for the olive. Olive. Lamed. That's how you spell it. The A. Something like that is our modern A. It's covered here in the olive. The lamed. Y'all got it? You got the A in the olive. You got your lamed. You got your father. This is one of your alphabets. As is the lamed. When you watch them spell the lamed, know what they ease in him. What letter ease in now? Lamed. That's how they're going to cover them. They're going to tell you the olive. They're going to do the olive. What is it? L-A-L-F-E? I mean E-F. And going to tell you now the A, the olive, is actually this letter, which makes no sense. But this is how they're going to justify themselves when they're going to come here. Instead of getting you all are for his name, all are. They're going to give you now you don't get messed up with their Naku, and you don't get messed up over here with their Greek. So now you don't get the Naku and you're going to get the Greek here, going to beat your behind down. Because it don't make no sense. I'm spelling here, and this going to be the letter. Why is it not? Why is the letter not an E in the first place? It don't make sense for it to be an A. It makes sense for it to be an E. If this is the letter it's supposed to make, it don't make sense. This makes no sense. But once you start a lie, you can't stop. You got to keep running it. That's how I did that. When you're told a lie, you got to add another lie. And the lie, they say, well, when you get caught out, then the lie just keep on going. Not no offense, like Brother Mike with that deal. He seen a deal. He was feeling good. The deal got hit, then the deal is smoking. I seen the deal is smoking. Brother Mike, 5 mile upgrade in snow, blizzard snow. See a deer at the bottom smoking. Staggering. Mike, you want some strength? I said, I done heard that. You want some power, Mike? I said, I done heard that somewhere before, but I couldn't remember where. I had to mess with Mike a little bit. But then you had to just keep your story going. You had to then, I go to the deer, I look at the deer look. He hit his mouth crooked like this. His mouth crooked up in there, look. First of all, a deer been hit by 2 cars and stand up, and you don't walk up on who know you don't walk up on a wild animal, period? We all, it's not for Mike. I walk up on the deer, look at the deer, look at his eyes, look at him. Deer saying mouth crooked like that, stunned. I go back to my truck, I get, listen to that. Machete is long. No, I got my shotgun under my seat. Go back to them. They close. What did deer do? He said. I just stood back. I said, I said, man, it's deep. I said, buckshot or slug? Slug. Different who don't know what a buckshot does, it spread. When it comes out, only way it's going to be really powerful if you're close. The further it go, the more it spread. A slug stays more compact. So a compact slug this close, that deer supposed to still be flipping right now. Mike said, deer already been hit by 2 cars, mouth twisted, smoke come out of them. Deer do like that. He said, go back to my truck. I'll get the machete. First of all, I ain't got out my truck. Second of all, I definitely, if I done shot it, don't move, I'm not coming back no more. But Mike bring the machete, stick it on his neck, and pull it, and the deer gets and flips himself and lands on his back. I said, boy, this story here is so deep it don't make no sense. But see, when you start rolling, you guys just keep going at that point. You can't stop. The deer got to bounce off the guardrail 2-3 times. Because you're like, I got to keep it rolling. No, I love Mike, though. But some of those stories, I love listening to stories. Only thing I like to tell you when you get through and when somewhere in between, don't think I believe none of it. That's all. That way you don't be lying to me, because lying is to deceive somebody. So it don't even be a lie, because I don't believe it. See what I'm saying? If I believe it, then you'll be deceiving me. I don't be believing none of this. I just like Dr. Buzzer. A couple of them here know about David. Yeah, you know about Dr. Buzzer? He was in court. He was sitting down, and the judge said, claim 20 years. Turned to a buzzer. Listen, courthouse window, win the window. And flew off. Just so happened, all kind of people just sitting out here just looking. You ain't in the courtroom. How you know that the man done flew out? Why you just have, they don't be there when they be telling these stories why you need to think. Who knows a courthouse where people just standing all outside? When a buzzer flies, you just know, that's Dr. Buzzer. Even the folk didn't know who Superman is. Oh, it's a plane. It's a bird. No, it's Superman. They know right out everybody. That's Dr. Buzzer. But you try to get people to just see the logic in what they're saying. But you be feeling good. You just be telling stories. You be going. Then you just have to keep them going. I don't mind them because they be fun. It's just I had to let you know I don't believe because otherwise you be lying to me. So none of y'all be doing. You don't be lying to me because I don't be believing that stuff no how. But they be nice though. Anyway, back to this. So you kind of see the discipline. How you can see how these people have to keep the lie going. Because this makes no sense that you're going to say it's the olive, but it's an E. Versus we're saying it's the olive, it's the A, and it makes sense when we come to him being the all because he's going to be the first. See, our discipline makes sense. You ain't no way to come and see where we miscalculate. It makes sense. Because he's the breath. What did he breathe in the man's nostril? Breath of life. Guess what? So because he's the first life, spirit. Them, I don't know what these niggas been doing. I don't know what they've been doing. This E could stand for Elton Keys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't know what people be meaning. You see what I'm saying? You don't know, but thank the Lord. Y'all all right? A lot of stuff, so people don't know. A lot of times, I don't know what I be doing. I just be up here, and I just be moved. So I don't know what all that stuff be meaning. All right? Everybody, y'all got that? How you spell it? Not the E now. That E is their error. The lamed. Y'all already know that, right? These are two our alphabets. Our alphabet. Y'all got it? Y'all wrote that down? So you can see how you spell it now. Because you got the A in the olive. You got the L-A. See, the lamed. Now you got the. So you got the part right here. This is one of your alphabets. Y'all got it? Makes sense? See, you can spell our word. Our words got meaning. They don't have none him. We still got it because he's the shepherd. See what I'm saying? Our words make sense. Our words tell stories. Their stories are nothing but lies. Y'all got that? Y'all see me erasing it. What you didn't get? Okay. Everybody good? Thank the Lord. Where had you at? Where had the readers at? Come on.
1 Corinthians 2:9.
2:9. Well, you've already read that. What is he talking about? How I will tell y'all how none of them knew. When they started talking about how doubtless that Abraham is our father, though he be ignorant of us. And that makes sense because y'all learned in Bereshit in the 18th chapter. He said, should I even tell him about it? So you can see why he didn't, because it's going to all make sense. And I'll return it back to him. It makes sense now how we his seed, because we've been dispersed, just like the star. The star's been dispersed. They've been scattered. That's us. We've been scattered and we've been put among these people. The prophecy told us that. In the 4th chapter of the book of Dabarim, he told us that I'm going to scatter you among the nations. But all that came in for their salvation. See, this is what, people remember the 11th chapter of the book of Romans. I'm trying to get finished with y'all. Come on. I need more time. I know y'all kind of like, and it take a lot of time. Eventually, y'all not going to be getting, we're just going to be rolling and moving and going. So y'all had to learn these names because it take a lot of time so we can kind of keep rolling. You got me? But I need y'all paying attention. You get it, because once you get it, you're going to have to get it, and we're going to be good. We're going to have to roll. Y'all got it? A lot of people at home watching. A lot of y'all ain't got it right. You better have a good memory. Because when it come down to it, we get to rolling, you're going to be in trouble. Not to mention, we start doing the alphabet. Y'all got some work to do. We got some work to do. Come on.
Chapter 11.
Give me 11 and 1 right quick. Come on. I'll roll down through him.
I say then, hath Yah cast away his people? Yah forbid.
So when you start talking about casting away, dispersing, just like when he put us off and how he talked about him blowing in the wind. So now when you start to look at all these different times that we've been dispersed and been put out among these people, it was seen that he got rid of us. Now, when Shaul got it, he bringing a question to the Romans, letting the Gentiles and the others know as well, because you'd have had Gentile Romans just like you'd have had Yehudian Romans, because we were dispersed among these people. Y'all got it? Shaul was a Roman citizen. And in his letter, when he write him, he speaks to two people. He speaks to Yehudian and he talked to Gentiles. He started talking about these people, trying to let them know, you're an idiot if you think this man will cast away his people that he foreknew. He said, no. What happened, son?
For I also am an Yasharite of the seed of Abraham.
See that? You got to go back to him. That's what he told you to look back to. That's where you were hewn from. Come on.
Of the tribe of Benjamin.
Come on.
Yah have not cast away his people, which he foreknew.
Y'all see that? And then he told us in the book, Moose, you're the only people I've known. So how am I going to get rid? I don't know nobody else, Andre. How am I going to get rid of you? If I don't know anybody, that means I've had no other relationship with anybody but you. So it's impossible to get rid of you. Listen.
What ye not, what the scripture saith of Elias.
What happened, son?
How he maketh intercession to Yah against Yashar, saying.
You see that? Elias, all that stuff they putting out there, them making a mess. No, it won't be an E, it'll be an A. Come on.
Lord, they have killed thy prophets.
And what else had they done?
dig down thine altars,
Yes.
and I am left alone, and they seek my life.
What happened, son?
But what saith the answer of Yah unto him?
What did he tell him?
I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
So you see what happened? So we see a behavior. He said, I reserved him. I said, well, we find something similar to that. Deal with the same man. I lost my brother at one time. At the book at Malachim. First Malachim. Come on, son. 17:1. Malachim. For the book of Kings. First Malachim, chapter 17. 17:1. Listen.
And Aliah, the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead, said unto Ahab, as the Lord God of Yashar liveth, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word.
Come on.
And the word of Yah came unto him, saying, Get thee hence, and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan. And it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed thee there.
Come on.
So he went and did according unto the word of Yah.
Come on.
For he went and dwelled by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan. And the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. And it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up, because there had been no rain in the land.
Come on.
And the word of Yah came unto him, saying, Arise, get thee to Zarephath, which belongeth to Zidon, and dwell there. Behold, I have commanded a widow woman there to sustain thee. And he arose and went to Zarephath. And when he came to the gate of the city, behold, the widow woman was there gathering of sticks. And he called to her and said, Fetch me, I pray thee, a little water in a vessel, that I may drink.
Pick me up at the 18th chapter. 18:1. Malachim. What do we say? Aleph. Malachim, which will be the first. 1 Kings 18:1. Or Malachim Aleph. 18:1. Come on.
And it came to pass, after many days, that the word of Yah came to Aliah in the third year, saying, Go shew thyself unto Ahab, and I will send rain upon the Arits.
Come on.
And Aliah went to shew himself unto Ahab, and there was a sore famine in Samaria.
Yeah.
And Ahab called Obadiah, which was the governor of his house.
What was the name?
Obadiah.
Obadiah. How do we spell that, brother? O-V-A-D-Y-A-H. Do y'all have that spelling? Do y'all have that spelling? Obadiah. This is the old spelling, O-V-A-D-Y-A-H. It's Obadiah. Obadiah. Y'all got it? Can you see that down? Obadiah. Come on.
Now Obadiah feared Yah greatly, but it was so when Jezebel cut off the prophets of Yah that Obadiah took 100 prophets and hid them by 50 in a cave and fed them with bread and water.
The reason why I had him to go and get that, because I was trying to show y'all just what he told him when he began to talk to him in the 11th chapter of the book of Romans, how he had cut them all off. See, she had went to kill all of the prophets of Yah. So what he did, Obadiah took the prophets and hid them. That's what happened with us. We were hid among these people. Come on, we were Christian like them.
Yeah.
See, people didn't realize why these things had to happen. Why we had to be Christian. Why we even had to be. Nigga, had you stood up and said who you were, you think these folks wouldn't have killed you?
Yeah.
You think you finna sat over here and tell these people that you were Hebrew and you was of the Yahudim. in the 1920s and 30s. Back in the 1700s, 18, you gonna tell me you are the Yahudim. And that you serve all Allah. And you finna tear down Greek and Latin spelling. And you finna tell them people that you the original people from over there. I like to see that my done self. I like to go on Dave Chappelle's show and get that time machine. Take you back there and let you tell them. Give you nowhere, but get off and tell that white man who you are. I'm gonna be just looking out there. I'm gonna be on the inside with the door closed. Them crackers, they call them crackers, not cause of color, cause why? Cause the whip. Cracker is not, that's not a derogatory word to white people. Cracker is not a derogatory word. White people that get mad, they just don't know no better. Cracker is just a person crack. But I'm gonna watch them crackers use that whip though. I'm like, get them, cracker, get them. Then I'm gonna hit 2015, August, whatever the date is, and my black behind gonna be back over here. And I'm gonna leave you over there too. So the only way to keep them from being killed, they had to be hid. This would bring us into somebody else, wouldn't it? Matthew. What did he tell us? At the second chapter, come on. Matthew, chapter 2. Turn down and give me about verse 7. Let's see something. Matter of fact, pick me up at about the 6th verse. I'm going to let y'all need to know this. Because a lot of times y'all be mixing in and telling these people ain't got no inheritance among us. Only inheritance these people going to get, they got to line up, they got to convert like we did. They got to convert to come over to us. You can't get in without us. It's not possible. It's just not possible. Listen to the book.
And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Yehuda, art not the least among the princes of Yehuda. For out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people, Yashar.
Come on.
Then Herod, when he had privately called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared.
Yes.
And he sent them to Bethlehem and said, Go and search diligently for the young child. Mm-hmm. And when ye have found him, bring me word again.
Reason?
That I may come and worship him also.
Come on, son.
When they had heard the king, they departed. And lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was.
Yes.
When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy.
Come on.
And when they were come into the house, they saw the young child with Mary his mother, and fell down and worshipped him.
Come on.
And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense.
And you
and
know
myrrh.
what's about that? Believe it or not, just kind of come to mind when you think about when they talked about the star that would have came and would have stood over the young child. What star that have been? Who know? It had to have been the moon. If you look at when he would have approximately the time he would have been born, it should have put us in our 12th month, which would have put us in what month? Purim. Guess what day we keep it? The 14th day and the 15th day, which puts a full moon. All of these are stars. They're all elements. They're all light. That's what Shaul tried to tell you in 1 Corinthians the 15th chapter. He said, who make it one to differ from another? He said there's a different one of the sun, of the moon, and of the star. There's a different glory in them. All the other stars, they didn't want to teach us one little star walking around. All them stars look alike. You look up there. But since it would have been, if it's true that he would have been born during approximate time of Purim, that would have put him at the middle of the month. At the middle of the month, there's only one star that's going to outshine all the others. It's called a full moon. When do them other stars move? Only one move is the sun and the moon. You seen them other stars moving? When they move, they shoot. The only two stars you have up there that move is the sun and the moon. The moon rises and it sets, just like the sun. If you look at the pattern of when they came to him, what did they give him? Gifts. Who are you supposed to give gifts to? to the poor, to make him Purim. His mother and father had nowhere to have him but in a stable, which would have made what they did to make sense. You gave gifts to the poor. And he came, he told you that. He came to the poor, letting you know, I am Purim. Don't pay no attention. All our stuff line up. These people the only one that ain't got nothing. They got something decent, and they copy it. That's why they use December 25th, 24th, 25th. Purim is the 14th and the 15th. See, they always got something they change. We got a 1 and a 4, 1 and a 5. They got a 2 and a 4 and a 2 and a 5. Just like instead of we got an A and an L, they got an E and an L. They always do something close, but it's off. They always trying to do something close to what we do, but it's off. You just got to be skilled enough to watch them. Come on, finish this up.
And being warned of Yah in a dream,
What happened, son?
that they should not return to Herod,
What happened?
they departed into their own country another way.
Come on, son.
And when they were departed, behold, the Malachi of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream,
Yeah.
saying, Arise, and take the young child and his mother,
And do what?
flee into Egypt,
And flee into Egypt,
and be thou there until I bring thee word.
just like Obadiah would have done. He would have took those servants of the Lord and he would have hid them. That's the same thing he did with him. He would have took him and hid him. Y'all hear me? What y'all think happened with us? He hid us. He even tried to tell us a parable how a woman took leaven. Guess where she hid it at? She hid it in the bread. She hid it. That's exactly what he did with us. He hid and baked it. They didn't know where we was. They couldn't find us. We've been hid. He couldn't find us either. Listen what happened.
For Herod will seek the young child to destroy him.
And what happened, son?
When he arose, he took the young child and his mother
And
by
did
night,
what? And did what?
and departed into Egypt,
Listen.
and was there until the death of Herod,
What happened, son?
that it might be fulfilled which was spoken of the Lord by the prophet, saying, Out of Egypt have I called my son.
Listen.
Then Herod, when he saw that he was mocked of the wise men,
Tell him what he did, son.
was exceeding wroth,
And did what?
and sent forth and slew all the children that were in Bethlehem.
So, wow. What you think they wound up doing? That's why he had to get us out of there. What you think they wound up doing to the people that was in Jerusalem in order to put these white-skinned people down? Had to kill them. You're exactly right. You got to kill them. He was smart enough to know he had to get us out. So by our Father's sin, it wound up being a blessing to us. That got us out. When he went and put us among the people, it was just like you taking leaven and hiding in bread. They got here and mixed in with us and mingled us and put us in and gave us their religion, their speech, their dress and everything else. Now it's coming out. Now it's coming out. Isn't that right? Just like when you bake bread, leaven going to show itself. Get what it happens. Go get you some bread and eat it. You know what leaven will keep doing? It keep cooking. It keep rising. It'll keep you going. Because leaven ain't going as long as you keep putting heat to it. He done told you what he do. He said he's going to bring us through the furnace of affliction. Huh? We wound up being that leaven. Isn't that right? He tried to tell as we were unleavened. We find Yahushua to be our leaven. That's why we keep riding. No matter what they do, we keep coming back. The more they put the heat on us, guess what it do? It wind up bringing us back. See, that stuff we learned from cooking how it all relate to us. They keep wondering why fat people wonder why they stay fat. You keep eating bread. Your stomach is a heat, ain't nothing but an oven. It's going I don't care what you put in ice cream. You can put the coldest Gatorade. You can put slushy. Your stomach ain't going to do nothing to it unless it cook it. And guess what? Guess what Yahushua ain't going to do? Yahuwah ain't going to do. He ain't going to do nothing to you till he cook you. Yashar Yahoo told you, he said, I done chose you to the furnace of what? It's going to show you up. He already know. Even when Eob told us that, he said, when he finished, I'm going to come forth as gold. See, all that coming, all this stuff they giving us that happen, that's what's going to bring us through to make us perfect. See, a lot of y'all fight being perfect. A lot of y'all don't like no persecution. You don't like no trouble. You don't like no going through. Y'all do more quitting than you do keep going. Y'all find more reason to start. You're grouchy. You're nasty. You're not submissive to the truth. You don't realize God put you in a situation. He wants to see you submit. That's how that's what the son had. He brought him through the furnace of affliction. Why you think he stuck him up on the cross? In the book of Bar Midbar, he told Moshe, take all the hairs of the tribes of Yashar. He said, hang them against the sun. I'm bringing everybody through the fire. Sometimes y'all wonder why you sick, why things going to get, why your bill, why your job don't go right, why your health, why you got these problems. I'm bringing you through the furnace of affliction. You leaven. This one you supposed to show yourself up. You take some leaven and put it in some meal and don't cook it. I don't see it. Put it in that oven and let some heat get on it. You're going to see that leaven start riding that bread. And that's when you're supposed to show yourself. Most of y'all, you know what you wind up showing? Just how weak and how frail, how contrary you are to the word. It ain't one of y'all in here I don't see you. I be seeing you. I watch y'all duck and dodge me. Don't come me. I don't be one to bother. You know they going to pull tonight. Where it going to be tonight? I'm going to have a nigga lying all the way down Conyers. Because you know what it's going to be now. I don't want you to think I be decky now. You ain't going to do nothing new. I already know you. It's in your behavior. Because you think out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight means I already know to watch you. I just keep it real with y'all, though. Y'all do it how y'all want to do it. I already know y'all have your own stuff going on. Y'all think I be stupid in here? It is. Because I be up here with this black boy, they think I'm a retard. Y'all really think I'm a retard. Y'all actually think I don't be knowing y'all. I've been watch y'all swap up. That John don't be moving me. All that y'all be for me. I know what it is. Dad, get my done back. I already know where y'all be at. But you know what I do though? I'm going to treat you with love and kindness. I sure ain't going to switch up and do you no wrong. Because if I do, that means what I teach ain't doing that for me. That's why I try to tell a whole lot of y'all what y'all to do. The book said, contrary, why you supposed to bless. See, that's what a teacher, that's what you try to teach her. That's when you're supposed to show up, baby. When storm or fishing come, you're supposed to show up. Most of y'all, that's when you kill out. That's when you swap out. That's when you got to get ready to run. That's when you, ask me what I am, Leon. I'm a loner. That's what a loner got to do, son. A loner got to be alone. Y'all know what a loner got to do. A loner got to be alone. What else a loner got to do? You got to be alone. They ain't even how to. If your body did that, where would you be? If anything your body won't be alone, you won't be in trouble. Let's say your heart just leaves it won't be alone. How about your brain? How about your feet? Something gonna happen. That ain't even how the body works, but that's y'all contrary old Christian way. A lot of y'all hadn't actually died. You just learn how to kind of mimic death. You ain't got to mimic it. You got to put stuff to death. You got to get rid of that stuff. Otherwise, it's going to keep coming back. And the Lord will keep trying y'all with stuff to try to get rid of you with your old ways. He'll try to tell y'all, your thoughts not my thoughts. Neither your ways my ways. Whole lot of us, we never would have thought we'd have came back to Hebrew. I was good with the English. But he said, you are. That's why it's your way. Let me show you my way, because my way higher than your way. We come back to this way, now it started to make sense. Everything started to put together make sense versus what they told. They left us with Christian antics. When you take the Queen James perversion, just like it is, and keep winning all the way with it, you don't wind up nowhere. It leave you more confused than going to bring you anywhere. That's why he got to give you a teacher. I can show proof where they've changed. Matthew, the 28th chapter, go and baptize in the name of the who was it? Father, and of the who? And of the who? And of the Holy Ghost. When did I ever baptize in 3 names? I still took 3 and made 1. With their wrong book, I can still pull right. I said, only 3 you don't get it. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I said, they're going to still be one promise. Bring you still. So it don't matter what they do. If you're a God, they can't change nothing. It don't matter what they put in there. It ain't going to change right living. Ain't none of these people put in their book that told me go and commit no sin. That's how they trap themselves. They always set a trap for themselves. When y'all get yourself, you don't want to do something, you're going to start finding a whole lot of faults. I already know how y'all live. It wasn't just one that said it. One just had to stand on his to try to swap it. A lot of y'all swapped up. Y'all didn't fool me. I was good. I was good. A lot of y'all, they probably thought they got none of y'all out of my eyes. I tell y'all the same thing again. Not one of y'all to raise your hand. I couldn't read you and tell you why you got a problem with it. You ain't going to want to hear it, and it's going to be right, too. I guarantee if I read you, it's going to be right. Y'all hear me? I tell y'all the truth. Lord, y'all pull some funny junk. Y'all pull a lot of funny junk. That stuff don't be hearing me. Anytime you ain't obeying, you ain't following. It's always, that's the white man. That's the white man. I don't want that one. That one wrong. I'm doing something. That don't reason I got a problem with this. The only reason I'm changing the word to try to get people to see the correct. Where have I changed clean living at? Come to find out, y'all, we can fornicate, commit adultery. We took our word they put in here, that's idolatrous words. We took our thing that come up contrary against what he told us. We come to find that error, how they gave us L instead of O. I ain't came and changed how to live has always been right. It's just the hypocrites gave what they know how to be. I already know what y'all be pulling. Well, you ain't obeying. Man, let me tell you. All that wrong. Because after a while, you're going to be so stuck on one, ain't nothing going to make sense. You're going to keep finding a reason to get out of stuff. I know y'all. Y'all just don't know how bad I know y'all. I know y'all. Y'all just, it's scary. It's scary how y'all pull that junk. Y'all do some of the dumbest lame brain stuff. But how that man keep blessing them to give the word, though? He just give a leader. If I sat around our people led, I'd be in trouble. If I let y'all lead me, I'd be in a burning hell already. I stand flat foot. I tell y'all what you don't want to hear and tell you what you need to know so you can get yourself right. And what you do with it, that's on you. Y'all hear me? Ain't that wrong? They got some infallible stuff. They got some fallible stuff in him. But we bring this thing back to perfection because he's calling us back now. It's time now he let them know, I got to put this bread in the oven. All that time he been going, he just been mashing. Before you cook it, you know you got to mix it first. You doing bread, you got to roll it. It's stuff you got to do with the bread. After a while, when they get ready, you put in that pan, stick it in the oven, and you just watch it. You're going to see that bread start coming up to the size of that pan. You're going to see it start rising out that pan. That's up, baby. We rise. Y'all hear me? We rise like yeast, innit? We coming to the top. Nowadays, people look around, they trying to figure out, they ain't never heard them many black people going around telling the other Yahudim. They ain't never, we said we were Jewish. Then we said, take the ish, oh, we Jew. Then come, you're the Yahudim. What the world? Where they get that? We ain't taught exactly. Because you'd have taught it, we'd have never got it. They had a Yahweh, all kinds of stuff. Ahaya ain't his name. That's not his name. But see, they got so much confusion about people because they keep putting the I am. They keep shooting these folks in the foot. They know what they do. It's Ahaya. That man let you know he is and he always going to be. But he went down to tell you later, I am. Where they put I am, that was his 4-letter name. And we done picked that up. How we supposed to pull this out from this? How you gonna pull a name out from this? You done got this wrote in a book. He done gave you, I am. That I am. What did that mean? How you supposed to pull a name out of that? And you still sit here with a Greek and a Latin I. This was never said for us to pull it out. We ain't know what, you just be lying. What is I am? Baby, when you am. It's when you am. And when you am, you're I. And when you I, you am. Oh, Lord, speak. Shama kama hosahaji. That thing got there, you got to sound like a fool because you don't know what they say. You don't want to look no dumber than what you look, and you actually not dumb. The person trying to tell you dumb. How you get a name? That just shows you how these people have covered up so much stuff, yet the man still come along and give us sense to know this is my name forever. It wasn't going nowhere. It don't matter how long they done told a lie, the truth still wind up coming out in it. No matter how long the lie get told, the truth still come out. The man told her, that's my name forever. But then how they got us tricked, how we were going to ever pull I am that I am out when we were sitting here and we were using English? We didn't even know we had to learn Hebrew to know it. That's how they tricked us. You only know in English discipline, what does I am mean? If you look it up in the dictionary, who got a dictionary? Y'all pull up on it, look up what is the definition of I am. I just want to know what it is. Just say, because a lot of times, people say, look it up if you don't know. Y'all all right? Amen. I just want to know, what's the definition of I am? What do you think it is? Who know what they think it is? I am dog food. That's I'm. This man not in no school, son. I'm so glad they got y'all to college teacher. Times I wouldn't have bought that in school. If I said I'm. Let's go. What y'all got it for me? Do they have a definition for it in their dictionary? Oh, they have a definition. I'm curious to know what is I am in the dictionary. What is it? I think they're arguing about it. That sounds right. It's English. It's going to take a minute. Because, you know, anything they give you going to have 5 different meanings. Y'all trying to figure which is which. What we got? Is that confusing? Good, it must be bad. Is it a cuss word? Do y'all have it? Well, give us 1 or 2 of them. It's iota. Huh? Iota, alpha, mute. M-U-T-E. M-U. I don't know what that is. That's Greek. You know about Greek? Think he used to be whatever. So they had about some Greek yoga. You figured out? Y'all found it yet? I can believe it. Go ahead, John. Just stop it. What is it, Justin? It's 2 different words. I'm with you. They're not going to find it. They claim they found it. Did y'all find it? Well, don't even worry. They'll find ein. What is ein? I figured it don't. And what is am? AM, I thought so. AM, PM. Who? So AM is actually America. So when they gave us before noon, so when they gave us I am, you really ain't got nothing unless you put that's supposed to be ein, which means nothing, then 8 a.m. That's after 7:59. So when they gave us this, you see they gave us stuff, it don't even have a meaning. We would have never got the name from this until we come back to learn our language. That's all I was trying to get y'all to see, how they trap us into something in their own dictionary. When you go and research what they mean, a lot of our words are in the dictionary, you ain't going to come up with nothing. You don't come up with nothing. So if you're a person that's trying to learn and trying to know about God, all you got is I am that I am, I already knew it wasn't going to be no word, but I want to see that maybe they stuck it in. It makes sense because they're 2 different words, and I didn't know they compounded. We'll put that together. It's not like a compound word. But you won't get nothing. You will get absolutely nothing until we return back to a pure language, just like he told us. That we were going to learn who he was. Learn our aleph. So we learn what letters are, what our letters are, words, sounds, learning meanings of it. That's the only way we get to know him. Just like he told us, written in the prophet, that we were all going to be taught of him. Being taught of him going to bring us right back to the aleph. Going to bring us right back, then we got to learn the meaning of it. Y'all got me? These people taught us not. They left us dumbfounded. You know how many people in the grave thinking that man's name is I am? His name is God. They left us with nothing. And even with the Hebrew, like for those y'all ready to get rid of, don't read your English Bible no more. If you ain't got a proper teacher, you ain't going to get it right with the Hebrew. They lying to us. Because you still going to get some Greek and Latin discipline. I don't know how y'all going to work that one out. Y'all just got to think about that one and say, well, I don't know how I'm going to get rid of no Bible. They can't get rid of the Hebrew book. They're wrong, too. They got Bible, they done translated and put names on them in Hebrew. They wrong. This is all. I tell you, Donna Southern with him tonight, he'll tell you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Boy, we don't get this stuff right, we're going to wind up burning here. We'll still wind up being in error. Not getting the alphabet right, we'll still wind up being in error. You'll be sitting around saying some stuff that'll still be wrong. I look at so much stuff, I look at so many people come along, they'll get the Y-H-U-A-H right for the spell of his name, but then they'll come along and tell you about the Messiah. And then they'll tell you how Israel need to know. So you figure now how you get the name right and you ain't got Messiah put up here and you're talking about Israel. So you still got yourself right back here with this Greek Latin discipline. That's what we're trying to erase. Do just like the Apostle Shaul told her. We got to count all this junk but loss. so we can gain the excellency. That's why a lot of times I don't move y'all fast. I don't give y'all a whole lot, because a lot of y'all, you don't know what you're doing. You'll mess up. A whole lot of y'all, you'll mess up. I got teachers. It's some student you can give work and they'll know exactly what to do. It's some of them here, you got to slow them down and you got to leave them alone. They'll mess up. Everybody know position. You just put someone that's all right class, go to work. Man, you have somebody in a wrong, mixed up, backward answer. People be so far and screwed up, you got to take and got to spoon feed you. I had to spoon feed y'all, make sure everybody on the same page. Nobody don't drift off and come up with no stupid stuff. Because it's too easy to be messed up. He done told how much leaven it take. And what happened? All we got to do is just run out here with a real good amount of Hebrew and just throw just a smidgen of Greek. Just a tad of Latin. Now the whole lump messed up. You got a loaf of bread this big. This big. This much pigeon poop fell in it. How much of the bread good? You see why we got to take our time? Because all you got to do is put a little Greek and a little Latin in it, and we're going to mess up. All right, that's good. We've been here long enough. Hold on. I am is the meaning of Yahweh. It's in the dictionary. In Wikipedia. Oh, biblical. Oh, yeah, biblical. I know they're going to put something biblical in. Al is a personal noun. Am is a what? A form of the verb be. To be or not to be. Simple. Okay. That's stuff. I'm Hebrew. I don't know about that stuff. Get a lot of hand clap. Most high.